So we often get asked on the channel about fueling strategies and hydration strategies, and I often give the same answer, and that's around, don't deviate away from what you already know, and if you're trying anything new, test it well in advance beforehand. But I saw a post today by Gary House, who is the Run Strong Club, and I'll tag him into the post so you can sort of check out his profile. But someone asked him the same question, and his basic answer was food and drink. And he's quite a blunt answer from Gary, but ultimately he's right. And people put this really sort of mystic view on hydration and nutrition, and ultimately it's fooding and it's drinking, and you should never deviate away from what you know. I've already said that, but there's no magic formula. And often people get frustrated when I say this, but it all depends. It depends what one you like, two, what you've done previously, and three is sort of what you can tolerate as well. And a lot of people can't tolerate gels, and if you're going on for a longer distance triathlon, you should have tested beforehand, as I've already said. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter if you take jam sandwiches. I know people who have taken sandwiches, pork pies, really solid flapjacks and things, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think where you get a little bit confused with it all is, the top pros who are looking for every second, and every second does count for them. Having something straightforward and easy on the bike or on the run, it is what they need. But probably for the everyday athlete, especially if it's your first triathlon, keep it simple. Do what you know. I've seen people with sandwiches taped to their top bar. I've seen people with bananas taped to their drops on the bike, and it's funny to look at, but hey, it's what works for them, and ultimately you've got to find out what works for you, and you won't get that by doing anything other than doing it via training runs and training bike rides and long pulls and things. The one thing I would say is it all depends on what race you're doing as well, and distance more importantly. Some of the shorter distances you may not need to take anything in other than water. Fueling afterwards is a totally different prospect, but if you're talking just about race nutrition here, shorter you are, you don't really need much, if anything at all. Probably anything Olympic and up, and even Olympic, you might not need anything, but definitely for the longer things after that, you will need some form of strategy. But like I said, keep it simple and keep it to what you know. Anyway, there's my thoughts. Tell us what you do as well. Go in the comments below. Tell us what you tend to do. Are you a sandwiches person? Are you a gels? Are you an energy bar person? There's plenty of people I know who will have a bagel spread with peanut butter and jam sometimes as well. So it's what works for you. Anyway, let us know what you think. Cheers.